Are you having trouble on floor 106? Well, this team can help you do it. What is going on, Raiders? Soda Dragon here, and today I am bringing you a video about floor 106 Hard Doomtower Eternal Dragon rotation because I got some comments that people were stuck here, and this level is hard. There are Mortu-Macaabs here that block your revive. There's Shazars with those bombs. There are War Chiefs that reflect damage. It is a tough level, but I got a team that can help you get through it. So today's video is just meant to be a short one, but I will go through everyone's gear stats and masteries really quick. And this is a manual run, but all you need to do is get through this once, right? So who cares? Alright guys, I will start off with Drextar here, and I have geared him in a regeneration and perception set. Onto his stats. So here I have him at 65,000 health. I have the attack at 1600. I have the defense at 3100. The speed 230. Crit rate 26%. Crit damage 103%. The debuff resistance 352. And the debuff accuracy 342. Onto his masteries. So down the offense tree, make sure to pick up War Master. And on the support tree, Sniper is good for increasing the chances of landing those HP burns. And Master Hexer is great for increasing the duration of those HP burns from 2 to 3 turns potentially. On to Seal of the Drakes. I told you this was going to be quick. So here, I have her in a Relentless set and an Immortal set. Onto her total stats. So here, I have her at 76,000 health. I have her attack at 1700. I have the defense at 2800. Speed 204. Crit rate 29%. Crit damage 143%. Debuff resistance 237. And debuff accuracy 145. You probably want to increase that debuff accuracy. Onto her masteries. So down the offense tree, I do have that War Master. Not really necessary for waves, really good for bosses. So you're going to see a lot of War Master in a lot of my characters because I use them for bosses. But don't think that you need War Master in particular for waves. Even upper level Hard Doomtower waves, it doesn't make that much of a difference. So if you don't have it, it's okay. So here down the support tree, I have Spirit Haste, so she gets a bonus if anyone dies, a speed bonus, the speed boost. So hopefully she can cut in and get those heals off or get that revive off. And here Sniper, this is primarily for her A1, so she gets an increased chance to land debuffs. And on her A1, she lands a strong version decreased speed debuff. So this is primarily for that. On to Cyalar. So here, I have her in a stun set and a speed set. On to her total stats. So here, I have her at 47,000 health. I have the attack at 2,000. I have the defense 2,300. I have the speed 270. So for Doomtower Hard, you're looking at getting over 264 speed because that's the fastest character in the Hard Doomtower. That's Sifi. So your fast character, whoever that is, make sure they are faster than 264. So 270 speed, crit rate 54%, crit damage 108%, debuff resistance 120, and we have debuff accuracy at 276. Onto her masteries. So here, make sure to pick up Retribution, really good. So when she takes a big hit, she has a chance to counterattack. Fearsome Presence for increasing the chance of landing those stuns from that stun set. And here, Master Hexer. Now this potentially extends the duration of debuffs. She has a strong version, decrease accuracy, and a strong version, decrease speed. So this can potentially extend those from 2 to 3 turns, but it will not extend the stun. All right, so, but still very useful for those debuffs. Onto Archmage Helmet. So here, I have him in a Relentless and a Speed set. Onto his total stats. So here, I have him at 48,000 health. I have the attack at 1800, defense at 1800. I have the speed 219, the crit rate 83%. Try to get this to 100% to land that A2 stun. Crit damage 117%, debuff resistance 161, and debuff accuracy 305. Onto his masteries. So here, make sure to pick up Fearsome Presence to increase the chance of that A2 AoE stun. And Lasting Gifts is great as well to potentially extend his buff. So he puts up that increased speed buff, strong version, increased crit damage, and increased crit rate, all strong version for 2 turns. So make sure to get Lasting Gifts to potentially increase them to 3 turns. On to Vizix. So how have I geared her? So here, I have her in an Immortal set and a Regeneration set. Onto her total stats. So I have her at 51,000 health. I have the attack at 1800, defense at 2900, speed 199, crit rate 56%, crit damage 121%, the debuff resistance 202, and debuff accuracy 348. Onto her masteries. So here I do not have Fearsome Presence because when booked, she has a 100% chance to land her AoE provoke. So no need to put Fearsome Presence on unless you're putting a CC set on her. So let's say you're putting a stun set on her or putting a provoke set on her or a sleep set on her, something like that. Then you can go Fearsome Presence. But unless you're doing something like that, then no need to go Fearsome Presence. So here I have down the offense tree War Master for increased damage. Remember, this is really if you're using your character for bosses, not really necessary for the waves, enemy waves. So here I have Lasting Gifts. This is to potentially extend that ally protection that she has and also that shield that she puts on herself, but not a big deal really. And lastly, Master Hexer. This is probably the most useful out of this tier 5 support tree because she does put that decreased speed debuff on everybody with her A2. So really nice, though we're not going to make a ton of use out of it. The problem with that is she does put up that ally protection buff and she can start taking a ton of damage depending on the enemies. So I'm actually not going to be using her decreased speed and ally protection A2 that much. So it's going to be the A1 and the A3 pretty much. So what is our strategy here? We're trying to control those Mortus with the block revives and the Shazars with those bombs. Those two enemies are the #1 people that we are looking at controlling. So hopefully we can control them, we can stun them, we can provoke them. Plus, if we cannot do that, we do have turn meter reduction on Sill's A1 and on Vizix's A1. Don't forget about that. All right. Best case scenario, yes, you do get those stuns and provokes off, hopefully. But if you cannot, try to rely on the A1 from Sill and from Vizix, all right? And decrease their turn meter a little bit until your team gets time to take their turns again. Hopefully the people on your team that have their CCs off cooldown, and hopefully you can control them. But that's pretty much it. And also, as I mentioned, for Vizix, make sure to not use her A2. She's going to end up taking way too much damage. With that AoE provoke, she's already taking a ton of damage because everyone's hitting her. Plus, if you put ally protection on everybody, she's taking damage 50% for the whole team. So try not to use her A2. Alright guys, that is it for today. I know it looked a little iffy with the bombs at the end, but we still did it, right? If you guys haven't yet, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.